can I attract people who really want to wake up and help other people? When you give, you leave that day far more enriched than anything you've given.
Shows you can make a profit and living off of being generous because everyone's trying to help each other, but we're all still trying to make some money to live off of at the end of the day and make a living.
You can have everything you want if you help enough people get what they want.
There are tons of stories about the success that our members are having by building that community.
We're all in it for each other.
One person can change your life.
You know, people realize, like, there's more to life than just the almighty dollar.
And every day I wake up and I go, okay, I'm going to help somebody today. It makes me incredibly proud.
Through that, I tripled my income.
Within 2 months and 2 days, I'm almost hit that target for what they thought I'd make within a year.
I mean, every day I just wake up and I go, this is a great day.
They love what they're doing. They're making good money. They're making an impact. And they tell their friends about it.
Network in Action is recession-proof because people will always need relationships. In fact, they're going to need relationships even more so when business isn't just flowing their way.
I think there's a lot of value in life that comes out of hardship. You've heard that before. I look at my life and my failures in business. I've learned far more than these ones that are so successful. And believe me, I've had my share of failures. But like the journey of having to figure out how to fund this business. If you're core, if you believe in something so much, you'll do whatever's necessary. And there's volumes of great books written about entrepreneurs. In my case, I think there was a gift for my kids to learn about the sacrifice. So I can remember days where my daughter said, hey, it's school picture day, I need $40. And I'm saying, you're not getting a school picture. I don't have $40. I literally one time stood in the line behind a guy I knew, acted like I'd forgot my money, borrowed $40 from him, and paid him back about 4 days later. And that's the sacrifice that an entrepreneur has to be willing to make. But the gift in that is how my children are. So they each have 3 jars. A jar for profit, a jar for giving back, and a jar for the government. And they've learned at an early age that when they make $10, it's not their $10. And they get to each decide how much is going into each jar. And where would they learn that in school? Where would they learn that if you're working for someone? But they've seen the sacrifice and they appreciate it.
With that little swoosh thing, and they go, yeah. I said, who's that company? They go, Nike. And I said, what's their motto? Just do it.
All I had to do was plug and play, and I made over $100,000 during a pandemic with networking when people are struggling to get people to show up in their groups.
I've seen us going from here to here, and I can't wait to see what here, looks like in another 5 years. I promise you I will still be doing this because I don't want to retire.
So I had an uncle, and he only had a 6th grade education, but he owned a gas station on the corner of Franklin and San Jacinto. For those of you not from Houston, that's right in the heart of downtown. And he ended up buying some land between there and Minute Maid Park. And so when I was a young kid, this guy always had a big wad of cash on top of his dresser and in his front pocket. He drove big Buicks and he had a nice boat. And I was like, man, this guy's got it going on. And so I think subconsciously, I was always aware, that he owned his own business and he seemed to have more money than everybody. I always say people either own their life and run their own business or they rent their life and work for someone else. It's the only time in my life I've ever been unhappy. It was a 2-year period where somebody was telling me what to do and telling me what they were going to pay me. And I decided to take a leap and open my own business, and the rest is history. When I decided to start this, everyone told me I was crazy. You're going to bootstrap, a little Uber endeavor against Yellow Cab? And I said, yeah, I am. We're going to do it one member at a time, one person at a time.
I love our tagline. Our mission statement is building relationships that are going to last a lifetime.
It's not about what you can get. It's about helping enough people get what they want, and they will give you what you want. That's why our guarantee is so brilliant.
So, I mean, there's definitely profit I'm making, and there's definitely, something I'm making out of this, but it's still, everyone wants to help each other, to just help each other grow.
If I ever get tired of helping people, then shame on me.
I feel in my heart we're going to hit a home run. I really feel like this is going to be a multinational company in short order. And in our last business, we had always talked about starting a foundation someday. So I told my wife, I said, we're going to do it backwards this time. We're going to start the giving part first. And so if you think about it, at the core of building relationships is, what's in your heart. And so we look for that in our members. And that makes us fundamentally different than other organizations that just take a check.
And it makes me super happy that I'm going to have an impact on somebody, professional, personal, whatever it is.
So that's the beauty in Network in Action. I wake up every day and all I have to do is stay focused on helping people. You think about what's going on in the world. It's all to find time, right? People want more time with their spouses, more time with their family. We've really seen this coming out of the pandemic. Well, that had never happened in networking. So you have one organization that started to set the rules 40 years ago. So their weekly obligations. In fact, our competitor still says today that you need to spend 3 to 5 hours to make their model work, networking. I'm trying to find 3 to 5 hours to spend with my wife. We wanted to take technology, which has not ever been in this industry, bring it to the industry just like they did with VRBO and Airbnb and Uber.
We have so many things that we're able to offer our members, it's unbelievable. And then add a technology platform on top of it that you have the ability to stay connected on the weeks that we don't meet.
And because of the technology, we only need to meet once a month. So we decided to bring value every meeting. And so we started benchmarking and we started mastermind and we started putting together agendas that would help people grow their business. So now Network in Action is about grow your business and stick around for the networking. So that every single meeting, a member can expect something different, which is a unique feature, and we can guarantee you the result. We want to be known as the franchise that's going to get you 6 figures plus on a minimum investment, and let's be like the Europeans. Let's take some quality time with our family once a year. And this franchise affords that to people. At our core, the brand is about how do I help you?
I'm like the biggest testimony to how great it's been of a program, because 2 months, 2 days.
I have tripled my income during the pandemic.
I just had second biggest month in June that I've had since 2015. It's all because of Network in Action.
Without Network in Action, I'd rather be struggling trying to grow the business.
I live a great life.
I always say people either own their life and run their own business, or they rent their life and work for someone else. And
I can't believe I get to do this for a living.
they love what they're doing. They're making good money. They're making an impact.
We're all in it for each other.
You never know how one person can change your life.
Can you make a living doing this? 100%.
Don't worry about the how. It will show up.
Our franchise owners have to give every member a guaranteed return on their investment.
When members start using each other and they start referring each other, well, that's what we're all about.
Everyone's going to get business out of Network in Action.
100% of my focus is to make sure that you are successful.
And our franchise owners do a fantastic job of that.
A career is what you get paid for. A calling is what you're made for.
I have now, 30, 40 people trying to help me grow my business.
Join this organization and we'll help you grow your network. And then that'll help grow your business.
Just meet people. Just network.
Once you start building trust, people will want to do business with you. They'll want to help you.
Which is a unique feature.
It's so impactful.
You will blow up.
and we can guarantee you the result.
Relationships never go out of style. Relationships never go out of business. And you have to invest in relationships in order to grow.
This is totally different.
I really feel like this is going to be a multinational company in short order.